We are continuing on with the bathroom renovation today, and we're starting with the chimney. Why the chimney? I don't know. Phil has got a bee in his bonnet that he really wants to get rid of the chimney, and now this is the chimney that is directly behind me. See this line right here that I'm pointing to? That is a corner of the chimney. Now for context, I am in my kitchen here. This is the chimney that probably was the cooking heat, and it is running right in the middle here. And oddly enough, we have a bit of a mystery here. The chimney is at a 45-degree angle to this wall here. So we've got a wall behind me. You can see I've got all the shelves with all the random kitchen stuff, and the right here, that is the corner of the chimney, meaning it is sat at a 45-degree angle. If that's not clear, I'll show you a graphic right here. Very strange. But then oddly enough, once you get up in the attic, it is back to running like parallel with the house. It's very strange, and we have been brainstorming why it could possibly be like this, what advantage there is to having the chimney offset at a 45-degree angle down here in the kitchen. So if you have any ideas, I'm all ears. If you have seen this in other situations, keep in mind that this was 2 dwellings. So you'll have a kitchen on this side, and there would have been a kitchen on the other side of the chimney. So we were trying to think, is there like some advantage in terms of heat or access to the chimney by having it set at this angle? I don't know, but either way, it's coming down. So you know what that means. It means another construction day. It's another demo day. It's another day full of montages. Okay, actually, before I run away and give you all the montages, I figured actually maybe I should flip you around to give you a little close-up on the chimney here so you can see what it is that I'm talking about. So here's the wall in question, and here is the chimney. It's this weird bump out. It comes like juts out entirely into the kitchen counter. It cuts through all of these shelves, and then if we open up this down here, you can really see, yeah, it continues down there. It just like bumps out. It is the strangest thing. So thoughts, ideas, actual knowledge, complete wrong answers, whatever you want, throw them in the comments. I'm all ears. Okay, now let's go do some demolition. This chimney was so ready to come down. Not only had it been out of use for several decades at this point, but the mortar was just, it had completely turned to powder. Even the lightest tap from the hammer would completely disintegrate any bond that it had on the bricks, which was a little bit concerning, but hey, I mean, at least it made our job pretty easy.
This might have been outside before the roof was completed. That's flashing all around. And this is tar paper here.
Removed all the way down to the floor. We needed to make sure it was safe to continue dismantling the chimney and basically make sure that the structure of the house wasn't resting on or relying on the chimney in any way before we could take it out.
Okay, so potentially good news.
On this side it looks good.
Nothing seems to be resting on the brick.
And there's something here. Under here. Okay. And we can take these two boards out and see what's supported on what. I'd be curious to see the other side.
Those are some schmooey bricks.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of build up.
Years of schmoo.
Years of schmoo. There's the vent stack in there too. And on this side,
Oh, did you leave the lights on in the bathroom? Because if so, I can see
might
it
just
coming
be the
through.
window.
Can see it coming through here.
And that's the wall we removed was probably exactly here. Or yeah, because it was flush with whatever drywall
That's a massive fire hazard.
the upholes.
Yeah. That catches fire down there. Whew, travels up there like this.
Uh-huh.
Should maybe put some fire brakes in at some point, if that's possible.
But first, did you know that this baguette is helping to provide food security to people in need? I know it seems like a bit of a stretch, so hear me out because I'm about to tell you how you can also enjoy fresh bread and support a good cause with today's sponsor, Wild Grain. They are a monthly bread subscription box that supports small artisanal bakers and pasta makers across the US, working with them to help provide you with a wide and fully customizable selection of bread and pasta that is delivered to your door and that can be baked in 25 minutes or less. Now, I have family members that can't eat gluten, so I also want to emphasize that they have both gluten-free options as well as fully plant-based vegan options. And besides supporting small businesses and providing a delicious and incredibly practical product, they're also giving back to their community because every membership to their service purchased by you results in 4 meals donated to the Greater Boston Food Bank. I'm gonna be honest, I was thrilled to hear that Wild Grain wanted to partner with me again because I feel so good putting my reputation behind them. Their bread is delicious, it is fast and easy, and I love supporting companies that are giving back to their communities. So if you would like to try their service, which don't forget includes free croissant for life, you can click the link in the description and use my code to get $30 off your first box. And now, I feast.
So the game plan for today is going to be to go upstairs, finish taking down all the bricks in the chimney as far as we can go into the bathroom, and then we'll come down here, take out this section of the wall, and then continue to get rid of all the bricks from there on down. There we go. So right back there, that's our chimney. So gonna start taking all the bricks off. We don't know where we're gonna put them yet. Defenestration. But Phil really wants them gone, so they're going.
Hello?
Fun. First contact. Oh my god, the amount of dust I can see in the background behind you, it looks magical.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So once Phil's long arms could no longer reach the chimney from up in the attic, we capped off that opening with some insulation and moved the work down to the second floor. Now, if you just watched me open that window and thought, oh my goodness, that is so cool, I have never seen a pocket window before. First of all, welcome to the club. I hadn't either before I got this house. But secondly, that means you haven't gone back and watched the old house episodes. Maybe you just found my channel recently in the new year, but whatever the case, I highly recommend going back and watching them, getting caught up on all the progress that we've made here at the house, because you'll also learn a lot about the many cool features of this house, like those pocket windows. Fenestration has kind of been a running gag for this whole renovation so far. Anytime that we can throw something out a window, we do, not only just to, save our time and our energy, but it also saves our poor centuries-old stairs from a lot of wear and tear. The stair treads are looking a little bit rough and ragged, but also, honestly, it's just pretty fun. So 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Those teeth.
Okay, so we've got all the bricks torn down. Nothing is basically left in the bathroom, and it's all scattered about our backyard like some sort of strange sprinkling on a cupcake or a donut. So, gonna get dressed up and go outside and take care of it. Now, we're not actually sure what it is that we want to do with these yet, other than we're gonna hang on to them. I'm envisioning making eventually, one day down the road, some sort of like cute, quaint, rustic patio garden, but like off in the distance. I suspect that these bricks are not good enough quality to make like a high traffic main backyard sort of patio. My guess is that like they're quite old and they probably weren't fired in a way that would make them like sustainable or durable enough to use in a patio, and I wouldn't want to like go to a ton of work to lay down a patio, because having done it once in my own backyard as a kid, it is a lot of work to lay your own patio. I wouldn't want to go to all that work and then have the bricks just crumble in a few years from the weather and the elements. I don't know. I don't know anything about bricks. So if you know about bricks, let me know. But my guess is that this is not like a main patio situation, but I do want to reuse them. So I'm thinking like some sort of cute and rustic small garden patio that's like more off further away on our property, and that, we use sometimes, but it's not something that that's gonna get a ton of traffic. I don't know. Anyway, time to keep bundling up because it is cold outside. Stacking bricks in the winter is an interesting challenge. We tried to dig down as deep as was realistically possible in this weather, and then we threw a pallet down there. Now they actually give these away sometimes at our local lumber yard, so we just grabbed one and we threw it at the bottom of the hole and then slowly stacked the bricks up on it, not knowing whether in the spring the pallet would still be level and the pile of bricks would remain safely stacked on top, but we figured it was better than just leaving them strewn all over the yard. I did just want to let you know really quick that if you are one of my viewers who enjoys the sewing and the crafting side of Shannon Makes, then you are in luck this week because I have not one, but 2 videos coming out today. So there's this one that you are watching on home renovation, but there's also a sewing video. So if you'd like to go watch me sew in scenic Norway, then stick around to the end of the video. Honestly, you should always stick around to the end of the video because that is where I put the fun stuff, the bloopers. But anyway, I will make sure to put it up on screen right here so you can just click on right over at the end of this video that you're watching now. So without further ado, let's get back to the renovation and then on to the sewing. One of these days, I'll remember to press record before I start talking, but today is not that day. So a recap, what did we learn today up in the bathroom? First of all, we did kind of solve the mystery of the chimney. I mean, we still don't know why it is set at a 45-degree angle down on the main floor, but the mystery was, why is it at a 45-degree angle down there and how does it end up straight to the rest of the house up in the attic? And we have our answer. That is that there are about 3 or 4 courses of brick right at the floor level between the main floor and the second floor. And over those 4 courses, the chimney slowly redresses itself. So it slowly goes from being set at a 45-degree angle, and then with each course of brick, it like slowly straightens out so that by the time we've gotten basically level with the floor of the second floor, it is then straight. Still don't know why they did it, still looking for answers, but we have at least figured out like where and how it turns itself. Then we also discovered a lot of fun lead pipes. That was an adventure. I was not anticipating that. Don't know what we'll do with them. Leave them there for now. But that was kind of fun. Also found a razor blade, which is a sign of something else. I'm sure some of you have heard of, you know, the cupboards that I'm referring to. And if not, you will just have to wait for the video where I talk about all the various fun things that we have found in our walls and floorboards up to this point, because that's gonna be a fun video and we've got a lot of stuff in there. So yes, we found the first skeleton of the renovation. I'm actually mildly shocked we haven't found more up until this point, but yes, a very well-preserved, well-mummified skeleton. I think we're gonna start a collection of them because I suspect it is the first, but it will probably not be the last. And then as we were stacking the brick outside, somebody came walking by and saw us doing it, asked what we were doing with those bricks, because he said that he's actually a mason and he knows people that pay good money for old bricks like that, and he offered to buy them off of us. I didn't get his contact information, maybe I should have, but I told him we're keeping them for now, but honestly, we have 3 chimneys worth of brick in this house and then some in the basement. So who knows, maybe we'll sell off some of our old brick at some point. So starting the day off, this is where we're at. So here we're rather meticulously extracting the floorboards, both the subfloor and the original pine planks on top, because we need access to the floor underneath. And while we probably won't reuse these boards again in the new bathroom, they can be put to good use in other parts of the house, patching some of the really rundown areas in the bedroom, for example. So we want to make sure that we save them and pull them out carefully so they can be reused. Now, to be clear, we aren't redoing the bathroom right now. We just need enough space to pass some pipes to plumb in a makeshift toilet, sink, and shower. So what we decided to do was to remove exactly enough original flooring to be able to put a standard 4x8 width of plywood or OBS in its place. That way we didn't remove more than we needed to. And this meant cutting through the current plywood layer to access the 2 pine layers underneath it, and then carefully removing those layers, again, keeping the boards as intact as possible. Now, obviously not all of the boards were salvageable. The water damage had eaten away at some of the planks, but most of them were in pretty good shape and pulled out intact and ready to be reused elsewhere in the house. So bad.
So we just removed part of the floor where we want to have the toilet, the sink, and the shower. We were not going to replace anything with the toilet here, but then we saw by under that this beam has been completely removed to accommodate the toilet placement. So there's nothing left basically for the floor. So we're going to move the toilet here so that we can reinforce the beam and only have a 2-inch hole that goes in the center, which is okay. But yeah, this makes no sense. You cannot from after the P-trap.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, you're not supposed to drop down more than the width of the pipe.
Okay.
Because if you do, it can create a siphon here that empties your P-trap.
Fun.
And now you have sewer gas coming up in your sink. Crack. Hold the shit. Good. I'm gonna make a nut out of this. Who likes pretzels?
Oh my god, it's so heavy.
You can make a diving belt. Wait.
And I think that is officially going to be where we pause the bathroom for now, because we just got a call from MCO, which is our plumbing supply place. They said that our water heaters, baseboard heaters, are in. Very exciting news. So we had been waiting for them for almost a week now, and they are here. So we're going to go pick them up, and tomorrow, for us, next video for you, we are going to start installing the heating. So very exciting, going to and get some more heat in this house so I can stop wearing 15 layers of clothing. Huzzah!
Shannon, you want coffee? I think Shannon wants coffee.